It feels to me like we need some kind of unwinding. Unwinding is the word that comes to me most strongly. Feels like everything's very tightly coiled up, and I'm sure that that's not only my experience. There's been so much going on for so long, so much and so little, and there are so many things that are way more uncertain than we were used to. They were never very certain, actually. But I was thinking yesterday about how people used to talk to me about certainty and wanting certainty. And it's not something that I'm very attached to because I don't really believe in it. But it's a word that doesn't even make sense anymore. It's like, just seems ridiculous. And a few months ago, it seemed quite plausible that somebody would be wanting it. They would say, oh, I want to have certainty about this in my business. And now it feels like, I don't think certainty is where we are. We're in a completely and utterly different place. And it seems to me that there is a real challenge for all of us to keep our eyes and our ears open, to learn a lot at times of very confronting things, depending, everybody has a different perspective, but there's a lot of confronting information around, and especially if you start questioning the mainstream kind of daily media feed. And so we need to be able to be open to that, and we need at the same time to be able to maintain and keep growing and expanding our consciousness. And for me, consciousness is not, it's not the same as awareness. So awareness is, this is how I picture it, if you like. Awareness is me putting out my feelers wide out into the universe, into a place, into a space that I'm not familiar with yet. And so it's learning new stuff, some of it cognitively, some of it energetically. It's not really mine. It's like I'm touching into things to learn more. Consciousness for me is how I make decisions, and my awareness influences the decisions that I make. And so when we're learning, when we're exploring new understandings about reality, that's growing our awareness, that affects the decisions we make. And so this is a very consciousness expanding time. But it's easy also to drop into default ways of being and doing things. It's also easy just to feel a little bit like, oh my goodness, there's so much going on, I don't really know where I am. That's extremely normal, okay? And it's a good thing. One thing I have learned about expanding consciousness is it's always good when you feel confused, when you feel lost, when you feel that you don't know where you are, any of those kinds of things. Because it means that something is coming clearer, and it means that you're letting go of some old way of being or doing or thinking that doesn't work anymore. And if you hold on to it, you're really going to not know where you are, because you're in one place and you're trying to operate from another place. That's very difficult. So uncomfortable is good, but it can be uncomfortable.